I wonder how long it's gonna take for this. I don't even know what resources I'm gonna need to like take over the second city. But I am glad we're actually gonna get the option. This other one, this colony is kind of disappointing. It really did just become, it's just a place for oil. Uh-oh. Protest? Oh shit. Resist people, take to the streets. What? Hold on. Factions can engage in protests if they have negative relations with you and are against the current zeitgeist of the city. By protesting, they intend to express their dissatisfaction with certain laws and buildings in the city. You can end any protests in any various ways, such as negotiations, districtability, using guard squads to quell them by force, sending another faction to organize a counter-protest, reducing their fervor to none, improving relations with a protesting faction to positive. Yeah. While protests are in effect, the protesting faction disables any district they begin the protest into or spread to if they have any fervor, increases tension with every affected district, will engage in negative events for your city. If they have high fervor, they will injure or even kill people in the city. That's pretty bad. We're gonna knock that off. They have full protests, so they want, or they have full fervor, so they don't want to negotiate. Holy shit! They injured 700. And we're putting that shit down. 94 bystanders killed and 757 injured. Good Christ! Hey, knock it off! Your protests are somewhat reasonable. I understand the city's in a weird state, but also, fuck off! I don't need you to be doing this right now. We're trying to recover from a whiteout. If you don't want to live here, you can move to Winterhome when we get that city up and running. Where's that hospital? Round up pilgrims, send guards to place militants among them in preventive arrest. Mobilize prison wardens. Okay, wait, no, that's the prison. That's the prison. That's not what I'm looking for. Uh-oh.
Steward.
Generator wear is dangerously high. Steward, the generator stress levels are running dangerously high. We've been pushing it in overdrive for a long time now. If we do not let it cool off and rest, the pipes will burst and the core may leak or melt down. Repairing it will require significant resources, not to mention the inevitable human casualties. Yeah, turned it off. That's my bad. I think I guess that's really awkward. I turned on overdrive during the whiteout. Just cuz, and then it turned off immediately, so I thought it was going to stay off, but I guess it turned back on as soon as it had fuel. Oops. Get back home. I'm going.
Steward.
Night of Broken, Steward's militia. Steward, the militiamen we recruited from the Pilgrims descended last night upon all places of business associated with members of the blank. They ransacked them, confiscating ill-gotten valuables and smashing productive machinery. The Steward wants peace in the city, so we struck a blow at its chief disturbers, explained their commander. Our guards are washing their hands of it, saying the militia acted on their own accord. Outraged, leaders demand you punish the militiamen for their unlawful overreach. I'll pay reparations. We've got a lot of heat stamps. What's done is done. We will compensate the damaged businesses. In a golden society, I just wouldn't even have these guardsmen at all. That bar is real empty. It might be time. Yeah, we're gonna decrease their size. They're already at max fervor. Be upset all you want. I'm tired of you being here. We're already doing a lot of what you want. I can't even pivot from it now. By your leave, supply run. Steward, the pilgrims have decided to send their strongest travelers out before the whiteout to search the surrounding area for supplies. With their parkas as their shield, they intend to walk the Frostland unscathed, united under one tent and guided by their prophet's visions. They don't appear to be asking. Do I even have stockpile to give? Screw it. Here. You can have our blessing. Maybe that will come back to help us in the future.
Our teaching hospital residents. Mistakes are part of the learning process.
Pharmaceuticals. Boost research district ability, which increases research speed but reduces the laboratory's effect on disease. You can also go down parenthood. Ooh, we can do criminal reparations or crime elimination. Dude, what the? It's all from the Pilgrims' ideas. Hardened criminals will be publicly executed. All citizens will be required to attend to celebrate our just society. What the? So am I only going to get radical options from the Pilgrims because of that big choice? That's feeling kind of annoying. I also don't know what to do for hubs here. Like, it doesn't seem like they're going to spread out like everything else. But I could be wrong. Okay, well, first let's do this vote. I might need to negotiate. We're gonna negotiate. New Londoners. And no, the Frostlander's fine. What do you all need? Use a community action on Frostlander's fund projects for 827? Jeez. I'll just pass a law on the Pathfinder Scouts. I was fine with that.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
Only experiments can move medical studies forward. That's fucked. Hospitals are not a place for experiments. They are now.
People, your council has voted.
All right. So now with that done, is there anything I could do? That's for equality. Oh, we can do leisure now. Pleasure Commons. Recreation facility subsidized by the city where workers can enjoy some rest and recuperate from their hardships. That's not awful. if I do harvester hangars, I can get more out of my facilities. What do y'all need down here?
Steward.
Pressure point. Winterhome. Steward, the Stalwarts have organized a volunteer unit to repair some of the damage done during the whiteout, and are using the opportunity to pitch their alternate plan for Winterhome. There's still time to mine Winterhome for its cores to perfect the generator, one Stalwart says. We know the Steward will make the right call and the city will be ready for it. However, the Pilgrims claim that the Stalwarts are purposely scavenging Pilgrim-affiliated structures for the materials. This is an outrage! They aren't repairing the city, they're doing this just to spite us! The Pilgrims demand you put an end to this before others join the Stalwarts' cause. Yeah, I don't really want the core from Winterhome. I actually do want the other city. I'm just in a weird spot where, like, I want the Stalwarts to win out over the Pilgrims. But the Pilgrims ended up having, like, the main story points that I actually care for. At least for, like, the major choice. And so now I'm being forced in this annoying little standoff here. I should have just gone for the oil. I should have just harvested 1 billion oil. Whatever. We'll allow the repairs. Increase their size, continue to be devoted to me. And via your devotion, we will rule this city. It may not become the supreme beacon, but it will become the hub. Connected to the whole world. What remains of it, at least. We can develop an outpost here and profit in heat stamps. Our men have stormed the wall and shut down the Baron's operation. The servants have been freed, but they remain on site, unsure what to do. There's also a considerable stash of liquor, sun drugs, and luxury goods that are too useful to waste. We can send all this back to New London, or perhaps we could start an operation on our own. I'll do... How's our goods right now? Our goods are actually pretty solid. I don't really super need more Frostlanders. They already are like the biggest population. So maybe I'll do this and keep our heat stamp going up. How's the old Dreadnought doing? What do they need right now? They're kind of running low on materials. Let's get them... We'll get them a Skyway after we look at this. Triumphant return. Steward, the pilgrims who left to search the Frostland for supplies have returned. Thanks to your generosity, they were able to rescue a group of Frostlanders who had been eking out a meager living amongst the ice. They've brought them back to the city as well as a hefty supply of food. Nice. It was worth giving them the 10,000 stockpile, so they could come back with 25,000. Holy hell. I didn't realize how far Skyways could like actually reach normally. Like when you actually have like flat land for them. It probably happens the same way with the regular trails as well. Not as far, but that makes sense since this is the higher costing one in general. I kind of wish they didn't have a fixed cost because of how many times you have to make like shorter paths between them, but it's okay. It's not been super big of a deal. If I connect this coal mine, however, via a Skyway, I can increase how much we get from it. think. Oh wait, it's already, never mind. It's already shipping via Skyway. Build sanatorium. We must take more steps towards adaptation before our people accept these allies. Disease will be further reduced. Oh, well, can't do much with that one. Provides guards. Ooh. Well, okay, currently I can't do anything because I'm out of Frostland teams. $300 Skyways capacity. Resource production and outputs connected by Skyways is significantly increased. I like the sound of that. Yeah, I think I gotta spend all my logistics, actually. Upstanding citizen. Thought correction prison. Steward, our prison has corrected its first inmate, Alex Burgess. A man convicted of rape and murder has been declared purge of violent urges and sent home. Ugh. This has greatly upset his neighbors. They demand we relocate him. I know Burgess. I know what he's done. Makes my blood boil to see him walking free when he's done it, said one. Doctors warn moving him would send the wrong message. They vouch for the effectiveness of their methods and argue we mustn't let prejudice dictate our decisions. Let's see what happens. This sounds awful. Wouldn't like to be his new neighbor. Hey, maybe the treatments actually worked. You can't fix a monster. You can only kill him. Or we could have just kept him locked up. I would have been fine with that too. Alright, they want Pathfinder scouts. Territory threat level is decreased. That's a funny one for them to want because we haven't actually had to worry about threat level for so long. But yeah, go for it. We already have exactly the amount needed. And we only got 3 more afterwards. Jeez. Exploration needs to evolve for us to reach the furthest front.
A new law is in effect.
Well, I'm trying to get the details on this. Why are they pissed at me? They are... It's been decreased by recent deaths, extremely decreased by guided voting, decreased by sick. Okay, I didn't realize guided voting was doing that much to them. Greatly decreased by rejecting their vision, but they're still dedicated. I will condemn them. They will lose members and potentially lose seats in the council. Those are lies! We do not kill babies! Did you hear? The pilgrims eat babies! Where's our... There we go. Hospital. Okay, I wanted to see what the options were for it. None of them are good currently! Yeah, more harvesting efficiency. Is the storm gone yet? It's almost gone. The time has come to make use of the cursed city. It's actually got a pretty straight shot. Okay, so we'll do this. It's being weird. Ooh, actually, yeah, if I connect it this way, we won't have to... It doesn't have to be too crazy. So close. I'm sure. All right, acceptable. Alright, scouts report the valley is filled with toxic miasma seeping from chasms in the ground, seemingly made by a huge explosion. In an effort to make the site more hospitable, we could force an avalanche down the valley, covering some of the fissures, but we would bury the technological roots of the city forever. If we want to access the foundations of the destroyed generator and salvage the cores within, we have to demolish the last of the ruins and crack the ground open even more. Once our colonists arrive, we will have to choose. This is an extremely dangerous place. We better come prepared. All right. Well, right now we need to, I think it said 3,000 colonists. We're going to have some shutdowns. But that's okay. Return to Winterhome. Descending into the Valley of Winterhome will be very challenging. We will need to divert resources, manpower, and attention from New London. Are you sure you wish to confront this challenge now? We are not well prepared to settle Winterhome. New London's critical resource needs are met. City trust in New London is low. Recommended trust level accepted or higher. New London does not have workers to spare. 3,000 available workforce needed. Okay, fine. I'll wait until we have 3,000 available workforce before settling into the place. At least that's just like a click away. This dark mountain has a grim reputation. The few scouts that tried braving this area speak of shrieking winds and dark silhouettes among the snowdrifts. Very few people leave here unscathed. 12 weeks, 3 days. Sure. We'll do some final expeditions. what do we need here? Mob lynches corrected criminal. Steward, an angry mob, has lynched Alex Burgess, the first criminal rehabilitated in our Though Correction program. The frenzied crowd blamed him for the recent disappearance of a young woman living nearby. Our guards dismissed these claims. They have apprehended the mob's ringleaders, but regret they were not able to protect Burgess in time. Oh well. Oh no! Oh no!
Youth's behavior. Their experiments paved the way for a brighter future.
He did it in the past. It was long overdue justice. The crowd decided his fate. Sucks. He shouldn't have been such a bad person, I guess. Outpost upkeep is decreased. Ooh. Production efficiency in outposts is increased. That wouldn't be a bad one either. Extraction strongholds, bastions of technology in a hostile environment. Our outposts will be operated by highly trained crews capable of operating advanced machines. What do extraction strongholds? Oh, nice. We got our extra people. We're gonna try our experimental treatment too. I forgot about these people over here.
Hear us, Steward.
I'm hearing you. What do you need? Avant-garde liberated youth. Steward, ever since we've introduced the liberated youth gatherings, groups of young people have started forming around the city. One such group, calling themselves the Captain's Vanguard Collective, has come with a new request. Wildflower, Tin Man, Zeke, and I melded our minds and bodies during our local gathering, said one. We want to make beautiful art to celebrate this and praise the city for bringing us together. They want to erect a striking monument that will raise the city's and your esteem in the people's eyes. They only need some resources to make this happen. Sure, yeah, you can make some art in the city. Wasting our contributions on degeneracy, putui. And let the kids have their fun. And show me the statue when it's complete too. We're gonna make a save. Moving to Winterhome. So I imagine this is still gonna be like we're managing kind of two cities at the same time. Or well, now it'll be kind of technically New London and then also Old Dreadnought, but there's nothing, not really much for me to do here. Besides, I could like expand this place, I guess. They would need more workforce though. I could make them have even more fracking or something going on. Get our oil out faster and faster. Did I ever upgrade them to Skyways? I think I did. Maybe not. Sick outsiders from the Frostland. These people have recently left their homes in the Frostland and are heading to start a new life in New London. Yeah, so they think. They're about to get sent immediately to Winterhome. Outpost extraction. I'll negotiate. Yeah, Frostland. You're willing to vote for it if I do something for you, right? Let's see. You want to shift to weather-adjusted shifts? I'll research the carrion coal liquefactor.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
We're continuing to make progress. I love how we don't have any tradition. I don't even know what goes towards tradition.
People of the city.
The other ones I've actually had a pretty mixed, like, approach to, but tradition? Apparently not. Okay. Right now, we actually don't have any supplies. Hold on. We're transferring all the oil over here. Let's see if we can meet demands. That will have to suffice. Transfer resources. All right. We're going to Winterhome. Send the colonists. So, let's see. Steward, a radical group of pilgrims has come forward with a proposition. They suggest ensuring the leading members of the stalwarts end up included in the colonist group that will be set out for Winterhome. What? The stalwarts have been the source of discord in New London, one member of the pilgrim says. Make sure the most fervent among them join the main group of Winterhome colonists. With them gone, New London will be free from protests. I mean, the stalwarts have actually been, they've been fine. They haven't had any protests at all. It's been, we're just gonna recruit equally. It doesn't make sense to do otherwise. All right. Just recruit equally. I don't need to like send anyone super specific. It wouldn't be bad to send stalwart people out there. Be not my full priority. I've got the mountain about to be finished exploring. Steward, the Captain's Vanguard Collective we funded has unveiled its monument, a tangled knot of metal studded with what appears to be dismantled toys. It now sits in the council's entrance chamber and has already garnered much praise. Whatever it is, it's damn impressive. Fills me with joy, said one passerby. All right. The trust in me has gone up. It still just sits at accepted. We were so much higher before. It's because of the damn pilgrims. And I guess the New Londoners. What do you...
Steward.
Here, I'll grant an agenda. So you can get off of my back a little bit. Oh, they're taking their sweet time. Nothing lost. Bio-waste hothouse. Steward, our bio-waste hothouse has begun cooperating with people who forage for food additives in the Frostlands. On top of their regular duties, they provide it with leaves, animal carcasses, and feces in order to enrich its compost. This will no doubt increase our food outpost. Bio-waste hothouse produces more food thanks to foraged additives. Thanks!
The price of rule has been reduced.
The only
This
problem
week
is I don't have as many hothouses as I should probably have. Bio-waste hothouse. Now I'll save my heat stamps. I'm gonna need them for all the expanding and stuff we're gonna have to do in Winterhome. Saving!
Steward.
Young blood, experimental treatment. Steward, a young doctor named Doug Hauser has come to us with a complaint. The chief physician at my clinic hasn't developed any new treatments in months. What's worse, whenever I propose one myself, he always delays for more analysis. Meanwhile, our patients languish. Hauser argues under the experimental treatment law, the chief physician should be replaced. By Hauser, of course. He has the stalwart support. What should we do? We're gonna create some disasters. Maybe the young doctor's boldness will lead to some breakthroughs. One thing that's kind of unfortunate is, like, if you're this zoomed out when you do that, the dialogue that shows up in the town is a little bit, it will disappear a little bit. I kind of wish there was a log that I could look at to read things. There might be, I just don't know. Oh, I can do advanced pump jacks. Ooh. Yeah, we can research this. I kind of wish I could research multiple things at the same time. Or, like, make a plan of, like, hey, research this one if nothing else shows up. Also, we should probably go a little bit more north. Somewhere out there is a place I can get steam, which would be another lovely source of energy. It might be Winterhome, honestly. We'll see. What do we have here? Ice caves. This site is guarded by dark silhouettes who turn out to be nomadic people of this area. Clanking and grinding sounds echo over the ice. In the distance, we can see entrances to ice caves. Some nights, we also hear violent shouting, but nothing is more terrifying than those that pass in eerie silence. The nomads guard signals that we should not approach. We can only listen and wonder. We could enter by force. Nah, we'll be alright. A nomad's possible settlement. A huge sawmill kiln used by a group of nomads to produce oil from frozen timber. Our engineers believe we can make the machine much more efficient. If we can get on speaking terms with these nomads, we could share the machine, offering them some of the supply. Otherwise, we could take the machine by force. Yeah, I'm fine being nice with the nomads, just kind of sharing it with ourselves. All right, that should be good enough. I think these are all connected by skyways. I'm also happy that we finally found an oil settlement as well, so we can really kind of get a big dramatic boost. What's happening here? The fate of Winterhome, a pivotal choice. The Winterhome expedition has arrived to the cursed city. The cores under the ruins could be used to further upgrade New London's generator, bringing about levels of warmth we never dreamt of. To reach the cores, we would have to demolish the ruins, split the earth open to access those that are buried, and extract them quickly before toxicity renders Winterhome forever uninhabitable. Alternatively, we could seal the toxic fissures, forever burying most of the cores. We could bring an avalanche down to batten down the cracks, then work fast to manually close what remains. But afterwards, we could build a new city here, and use it as a springboard for our expansion. Whichever approach we take, there'll be no turning back. Our decision here will shape the power balance between pilgrims and stalwarts. Ah, stalwarts, if only you could support this action. Ay, ay, ay. We're settling Winterhome. We're settling Winterhome. This choice will realize the pilgrims' dreams and undermine any hopes for the future the stalwarts wanted. Confirm. Maybe I need to start being nice to the pilgrims. Chapter 4, Veracity. The pilgrims have presented ideas. Okay. Colonizing Winterhome into a habitable colony will be difficult. The remnant toxic gas springs still spew toxic fumes. We have to frost break and contain all toxic fissures before the gas concentration becomes lethal.
Home colonists, collect your work gear from your foreman.
Okay, we gotta get this place settled fast before they die of disease. How much toxic gas is in this place? Seems like an absolute shitload. Oh, we have a choice here. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Okay, so we can do rapid frost breaking at the risk of it killing people. Or we could do safe, but at the cost of 400 prefabs per crack. That's kind of crazy. Oh, geothermal spring though. Now, the only thing I don't know is, for the frost breaking, am I trying to clear out everything here, or am I specifically trying to go for the toxic gas vents? I'm gonna bank on that. It's those pilgrims, they'll doom us all. This is it, the first step towards our future. What a moment in time, and I get to be here for it. I mean, I like expanding, damn it. No, those dicks! They held the vote and changed they changed the scouts. Improve the machine. No Skyway connection. What? Okay. So the problem is I don't have Skyway connections between these places. The way they represent skyways versus trails is a little annoying because it's like trails are like a solid black line and then skyways are like a bigger line, but like it will also have like this outer line. Oh my god. Just connect to the damn city. Screw it, that's good enough. Damn, they weren't kidding about this. Frost breaking taking a good while. Okay, we're gonna need to get some resources over here. I'll send 5K over. Same with this, just to kind of keep us in the clear a little bit. Tom Hughes, 34, colonist. Those fucking pilgrims, always bending the steward's ear to their psychotic ideas, driving our city into the ground. And now with Winterhome, they're putting us all in danger with their madness. This can't continue. Someone's gonna have to do something. We tried, talk. It's time for action. Some enraged stalwarts aim to sabotage operations in Winterhome. That's not great.
Due to the recent lice outbreak, all workers are urged to carefully inspect helmets before donning them.
Ew. Lice have made it into the apocalypse? That is awful. Who did that? Who fucked that up for all of us? All right. Improve the machine. Create a settlement here to support more workers and more output. And then I think if we convince them to let us pass... Let's see, nomads invited our scouts into their homes. They didn't say much, but from what the scouts saw, the caves are a place for different bands to trade food and supplies. The efficiency with which the nomads used oil for lighting and heating was particularly impressive. As a gift, their elders offered sketches of their oil heaters. Some of their simplest devices, yet more advanced than anything in our homes. Cold is slightly decreased. Cool. I'll take it. I was expecting to go out, like, over here. But that might just be the edge of the map right there. There's still so much more, like, spaced on the overworld map. There could be stuff down here, but I know there's not. There's stuff over here. Whoa! These mountains, super dangerous. I blame the people who changed my scouting stuff. My research very specifically was about, or my law was very specifically about lowering the danger levels so they could explore more. There are no laws I wish to pass, but let's see, hold on. Research. I can research geothermal plants! facility that swiftly converts the natural heat of geothermal springs into steam by less stringent filtering of subterranean toxic gases. No, we should filter that. And also I need to upgrade my central generator. Oh my god, this is still going!
Are you listening?
Oh no! Sabotage in Winterhome. Steward! Some colonists swayed by the stalwarts among them have begun sabotaging our efforts. They tamper with buildings and heavy machinery. We could build watchtowers to maintain order, but some of the pilgrims whisper of a more extreme solution. They propose we instill public executions. In their mind, it would both aid our effort as well as show the colonists that given the option, working is the better choice. I will build watchtowers instead. I think that's the call. Oh my god, there's another thing here. Death to pilgrims, conflict is brewing. Steward, we discovered ransacked provisions and the dream is dead, cores are gone, we will never feel true warmth again. Carved into warehouse walls, followed by death to pilgrims. 3 of our workers did not report in for their shifts. They were known to be stalwarts members, instigating brawls and vocal in their hatred of our efforts here in the Winterhome. Their fate is left to the frost now. We need to have our eyes peeled for violent radicals. Conflict between pilgrims and stalwarts is brewing as settling Winterhome has crushed their dream of creating a warm paradise. I don't even think obviously it would probably work out. But like, we're still creating a warm, maybe not super paradise, but like, we're creating an overall civilization. Okay, so that's what that is. So if I dig up this, it will increase diseases for the area in general as well. Which kind of sucks, but I understand. So how do I actually get rid of the toxic gas? To limit the spread of the toxic gas by clogging their source. To do this, frost breaking tool to access toxic gas springs. Constructing a fume filtration district on top of a toxic gas spring helps to reduce toxicity. So that would be no, fume filtration district. Got you. Alright, that will have to do for now. We're gonna keep it safe. We're gonna keep it safe. Frozen Sea explored. Hold on, we also got this too. Jesse Hyde, 30 colonists. They sit on their throne made of our blood, built off our backs. They drink ice wine and smoke cigars and laugh over appetizers. And what do? We work. We toil. We break ourselves in the muck and mire for a dream we don't share. May they choke on their food. May they drown in their wine. May they burn together with their pathetic ideals. And may I be there to see it. Dude, you probably volunteered for this shit. I get that you know, the choice didn't actually happen until everyone got here, but like, goddamn, knock it off. All right, hold on. Improve the settlement. Now, what do we have out here? We got a material thing. The wreck of a mighty freighter marked with the colors of the old empire. It is the only wreck we see facing away from and not towards the coast. It seems to have collided with another vessel and partially sunk, but fortunately enough remains above the surface to be salvaged. I do need... Hold on.
Patient.
I do need materials. Not desperately. Toxic gas spring cover. Toxicity falls to notable. Nice. Royal Navy. Ooh, 50,000 stockpile. We located a wrecked ship lodged on its side encased in a massive block of ice. HMS Atlanta. Barely legible on the aft starboard hull. We were unable to get inside, but we found a jagged hole into the engine room. It was full of coal and not much else. The place made our scouts quite uneasy. We noticed that our compasses were behaving erratically in the vicinity of the wreck. Probably best not to linger here. Yeah, just take the call and get out of here. Multiple pods of whales froze here after being pursued by humanity's last whaling vessels into the freezing harbor. The scouts are amazed at the sight of the massive bodies made pale by the ice. Finally, I found my white whale, the scout commander jokes. No one laughs. Years ago, the captain sent a team with machines to bore through the ice and mine out the whale meat. We can take the machines back to New London to assist our extraction, or send a new team here to finish the job. Well... I think we'll just build a food outpost here. That's not that much. Multiple pods of whales froze here after being pursued by humanity's last whaling vessels into the freezing harbor. This operation bores through the ice to mine out their meat. Some have even suggested that people could live within the hollowed out remains of the whales, like the man Jonah from Long Before the Frost. Okay, we gotta build a path here. We'll just make a regular trail. It can link up to the old dreadnought. Fishing trawler. A fishing trawler with a full catch is locked in ice. A log book in the hold suggests the vessels originally hailed from somewhere called Canada, but we have no idea where it has been since. The catch may still be edible if people in New London have strong stomachs. I would love 75,000 food. Thank you, Canada. Frozen ocean. The frost struck the sea here so rapidly that the waves themselves froze, creating dunes of ice that can be treacherous to explore. Our scouts dare not go further. Yeah, it does seem to be like the general edge of that direction. Nomad exiles. These people are shunned by other nomads. They are tight-lipped about exactly what happened. They are willing to integrate with our communities if we let them start a fresh life in New London. That sounds like drama will happen. They can stay out there for now. Oh my god, my coal. I've got so much coal. How many vents do they have here? Looks like just kind of 3. Ooh, cores. 7 cores? Holy shit. Advanced geothermal plants. Resource that idea because it'll more than likely be a while before I can get to this plant anyways.